Wow. 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 Wow.
That has got to feel good. 62-yard return. What a comeback by these
Wow.
Arizona Cardinals in the second half.
That's crazy.
As it can possibly be.
That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy.
They are still looking at a player on the far side of the field, I believe it would be Renfrew.
Wow. Wow.
This
That's
play
crazy.
is being reviewed. Who took that hit?
Wow. Woo-wee. Mm-hmm. Wow, 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 wow. 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 That's crazy. That is actually crazy. That was crazy. I'm trying to figure out what I want to say first. Trying to figure out like what to say first. We're not gonna do the whole Hunter sucks.
I'm gonna beat this kid up.
Don't worry about that.
I'm gonna beat this kid up.
Well, not to be selfish, but make sure y'all hit them likes. You already gonna be in here. We got some shit to address. Wow. We do suck. We do. That's not a game that should even have been in overtime. I'm trying to think of where to start. I think you have to start with Josh McDaniels. Make sure you hit them likes for me. We got 300 in here, 64 likes. Make sure we hit the likes. I think you got to start at the top, and I think you got to start with Josh McDaniels. But I feel like I'm gonna let y'all get y'all shit off in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Like, just get that shit off because that was rough. That was rough. That was rough to watch. That was rough to have to witness. That's rough. As a Raider fan, that was bad. There's enough blame to go around. But I think you got to start with Josh McDaniels. Josh McDaniels looks like he doesn't have the fucking stomach to even be an NFL head coach, let alone the silver and black leader in command. He doesn't look like he has what it takes. And I'm not saying he doesn't, but even on the sideline, like when they kept panning to him, he looked physically sick. Like he couldn't stomach the idea of having to win a game like that. So with that look on his face, it's hard for me to believe that did impact his play calling. Right? Like that makes me feel like if he physically looked sick on the sideline, then I would have to assume that his play calling had to have been jaded to some degree. How many possessions are we gonna have? And we go pass. How many possessions can we have like that? How many more possessions? Josh Jacobs has not really been stopped yet. In 2 games, he hasn't really been stopped. The only thing stopping him is Josh McDaniels' play calling. But this is my issue with that though. Is like, as much as I love Derek Carr as a football player, at what point do you say, nah, fuck that. This is my team. I'm putting us on my back, and I'm going to adjust the play calls. I'm going to get our offense in the best play possible because he cannot believe that those plays were the best plays possible in that scenario. Because Derek Carr has been in that scenario too many times. We got 600 people in the chat, man. Only 120 likes. Make sure you hit them likes. I know it's hard to like anything right now. Derek, look, I'm blaming Josh McDaniels gets a lot of blame for this. But at some point, Derek Carr has got to realize this is my team, win, lose, or draw. It's on me. Right? With that being said, go under that. What the fuck is the defense doing? Sean, appreciate the super. Josh McDaniels is on the hot seat. Unacceptable by the defense in the fourth. Exactly. Appreciate the super. Look, you can go to Hunter Renfrow's fumble, right? You can go to Hunter Renfrow's fumble. But they shouldn't even have been in that situation. The Raiders should have not been in that situation. You have got to run the football. Now, I agree with maybe 1st and 10 after you get a stop on 4th down, you look for a shot. I agree. But after that, run the football. And then you get the first down with Hunter Renfrew who fumbles. We recover. And then you don't run it again. You only needed to get about 4 more yards before you can kick it. So, Josh McDaniels, I have an issue with. I have an issue with the play call in Josh McDaniels. All right? Right under Josh McDaniels, I have an issue with Derek Carr allowing Josh McDaniels, a noob, to come in here and call consistently poor plays without changing them at the line of scrimmage. So I don't necessarily blame Derek Carr's play. I blame his mentality of why are you not changing the fucking plays? How many times are you going to go 5 wide empty? You got Josh Jacobs averaging probably 4 or 5 yards a carry. No play action on 1st down. I think I had another super in there. It's going really fast. Anthony, appreciate the super. What's up, Honcho? Such an embarrassing loss. I don't know how we let this one get away from us. I'll tell you how. I tell you how. Everybody's good at being a head coach until it's time for you to be the head coach. And then you start doing things differently. Right? We got 760 in the chat, only 200 likes. Make sure you hit them likes. Josh McDaniels play caller, ass. The fact that Derek Carr is not changing the plays, unacceptable. Underneath that, defense has to get off the field. At what point, when you see they're dinking and dunking, do you not get out of the nickel? When you're going against a quarterback like Kyler Murray that's running, the nickel affects you because what they were doing was they were just putting 4 wide, right? They were going 3 by 1, which means you're going to have your corner, right? Your nickel and your safety 3 on one side. Then you're going to have a corner on the other side and a safety on the other side. That's 5, right? So now when you start to play and everybody's running downfield, there goes 5 guys. So now you have 6 guys left. Well, 4 of them are on the line. Okay, do the math. You got 2 guys left. You got Kyler Murray and a running back. You're outnumbered. Logan, what's up, bro? You're outnumbered. You cannot continue to play the nickel if you have a quarterback that's continuing to break contain. You can't. You have no outside backers in that situation. You have none. The way the 4-2 is set up is you're pretty much, if you're in a 4-2, your 2 linebackers are covering an A gap and a B gap. Remind you, outside C gap and D gap, there's not going to be anybody there if you're going 3 by 1. Jade, appreciate the super. Okay, so I love Raiders, but play calling was bad. I agree. I think the play calling was garbage. And I'm pissed off at Derek Carr because Derek Carr knows better. Derek Carr has the most comebacks of any quarterback in the NFL since 2014. So he knows what the situation is. Change the play. There's no way he's in the huddle like, yeah, that's the play I would call. At some point, Derek Carr has to understand what he is to the team. He's not a mouthpiece. He's not a Band-Aid. He's the guy. And when you're the guy, you have to do shit that the guy does. Change the fucking plays. Chandler Jones? Huh? Where the fuck is he at? Black Sales Sports Talk. Play calling is atrocious. Chandler Jones ain't doing jack. Carr has his nuts tucked and won't call a common sense run 2 yards away from field goal range. I can't disagree with none of that. I can't disagree with none of that because I'm tired of the notion of, well, I got to run the plays that are being called. Unacceptable. All the way around. All the way around. We got 827 people in the chat. 295 likes. Make sure you hit them likes. Hunter does not suck. No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that because Hunter carried us last year. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to just all of a sudden lose brain cells because we lost the game. Separate the two. Okay? Separate real life and the emotions you have right now. Okay? We're not going to do that. Why don't Josh trust Josh Jacobs? I don't know. I told you, I did a video about this. And I said, this is big trouble for the Raiders. Nobody wanted to listen to me. Because, Honcho's so negative. I'm not negative. I'm just honest and intelligent. Like, it's clear to see there's a disconnect with what Josh McDaniels wants to do and what the team is actually capable of doing. Sebastian, what's up, bro? Charm City, what's up, bro? Hey, Jay Mosley, appreciate the super, man. Thank you so much. Gru did more with less. You know what? You can't be mad at that. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. How you don't look? The possession we got, the first possession we got in the second half, how do you just go 3 straight pass plays? Keith, appreciate the super. How you liking Chandler Jones? Who? Who the fuck is that? Fuck you, Scott. I see you. I'm not reading that shit. I see you. Yo, Hans, this has to be on the offensive coaching. You can say it has to be on offensive coaching, but we pay millions of dollars for the defense, too. We pay millions of dollars for that defense. You're up 20 points. Listen to you. If I'm a defensive coordinator and we're up 20 points at halftime and we lose that game in overtime, I don't care if the offense didn't score another point in the second half. It's still my job that I get paid big money to do to not let them score as many as we do or more. And we didn't do that. Black Sales, appreciate the super. What's the point of having 5 running backs on the roster if we're not going to run the rock? Trash play calling and Carr needs to untuck his nuts. I mean, look. At the end of the day, regardless of what the offense was, the offense did enough to put us in a position to win the game. The defense didn't. Because time and time again, when we needed to stop, we didn't get it. So, you can send a super. I appreciate all the super chats. But you need to start putting Patrick Graham's name in there as well. I mean, Max Crosby missed the fucking tackle on the 2-point conversion. Like, you guys got to stop trying not to blame the guys you like the most. Raider Tape said they was mad as fuck when I said we're going to finish 9-8. Yo, I hear you, bro. They don't want to know the truth. Offensive line had questions. No interior defensive line. You traded away the best corner we have in Trayvon Mullen when you talk about talent. And somehow you thought because we won 10 games last year, we would win more games this year. It doesn't work like that. Zay, appreciate the super. When you're on the plus side of the 50 with the field goal to win and a running back like Jacobs and a kicker like Carlson, you got to run it on first and second down. Simple as that. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Because you thinking you're going to run it on first and second down is exactly what they wanted. They expected that too. I was okay with taking a shot on first down. But on second down, you got to run the ball. And then right after you got the first down, right after you got the, oh, you talking about that play. You talking about that play. I see what you say. I agree with that. I agree with that. Once Hunter Renfrew fumbled that ball and we recovered it, we should have ran the ball the next play. Should have ran the ball the next play. Yo, we got 821 people in the chat, only 372 likes. I promise you. Like, I need you to hit that like button. It helps the channel out. Thank you so much. Another year, bad defense. It sucks again. I've always told you. The defense is not bad. It's just bad in certain moments, yo. In the worst moments. It's like, how do you let him throw that? The shit I just saw in that game, it's just remarkable. Only Raiders fans have to endure shit like that. Only Raiders fans have to endure shit like that. Damn, I don't even care no more. It's only 2 games. What do you mean you don't care anymore? What don't you care about? Hey, David, man, welcome to the Honcho Mafia. Appreciate you. Welcome to the fam. 818 Raider. Garbage play calls by McDaniels. Jones is nowhere to be found. Why the fuck don't they have a spy on the QB? I was screaming it. You know why you don't have a spy on the QB? Because you can't spy the QB out of a 4-2-5. You're in nickel. Now, I praise Patrick Graham. Everybody praised him for being so versatile. Multiple defense. How long are you going to stay in the 4-2-5? Arizona was literally running the same 3 plays. 3 by 1. 3 by 1. Run the running back out. You know what they were doing? Taking your nickel defense, making you go all the way down the field, and then playing my 5 linemen, right, versus your 4 down. I have the numbers, right? That extra is going to take 1 backer. My running back is going to take the other backer. Now it's me on whatever I want to do as the quarterback. Jose Lopez, I thought I was on Rage Live for a minute. Nah. Eduardo, appreciate the super. Free Devontae Adams. I don't know what's going on with that situation. We got some issues, though, right now. We got some issues right now. What was working in the first half, they didn't even do in the second half. Never mind the play calling sucked, but the shit they were doing in the first half, targeting Hollins every play, all of a sudden it was like, no, John, yo, get off my dick, bro. What are you talking about covering for Carr? Carr was the second person on the list that I named who I had an issue with. Watch the whole live stream. All right? Go eat a brick sandwich, extra mayo. Fuck is you talking about? Like, nobody's covering for anybody. If you saw the game I saw, unless your broke ass don't got a TV, if you saw the same game I saw, the issue lies with Josh McDaniels first, play calling, Derek Carr not changing the play calling, Patrick Graham not getting off the damn field or changing out of a 4-2-5, right? What are you talking about? Who's covering for who? David, appreciate the super. We lost. Still a Raider. Facts. Appreciate the $20 super. Why is everyone hating on Renfrew for messing up twice? He didn't lose the game for the team. Should have locked this game a long time ago. Y'all were on his nuts last year. Not aimed at you, Honcho. No. I appreciate the super. No. I said the same thing. Everybody's working around with T-shirts with a gold on it saying it's Renfrew. Now all of a sudden he sucks? Come on, bro. Come on, yo. Stop, yo. Y'all gotta stop, man. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all playing yourselves. Raider Geo, appreciate the super. This kills me. Oh, this kills any confidence we had. 20-0 is crazy. Yeah, we were up 20-0 at half. Carr going after this year. I don't see what that has to do with anything. I don't. That has nothing to do with it. Because y'all, come on, guys. Derek Carr was damn near perfect in the first half of this game. Got us up 20-0. Like, what are we talking about? The defense has to play a whole game, too. And that's why y'all think that I be like caping for Carr and covering for Carr. It's because y'all say dumb shit, and then I have to address the dumb shit you say, right? The dumb shit you say has Carr's name in it. So now when I address your stupid ass for saying the dumb shit, everybody thinks I'm covering for somebody. I'm not. Like, Kyler Murray literally had a play that was 28 seconds long. That full-grown fucking baby was out there running around for 28 seconds after your boy, Max Crosby, missed a tackle. So if you're going to blame Hunter Renfrew for a fumble, blame Max Crosby for missing the fucking sack. That shit would have ended it. Like, what are you talking about? See, the thing is you're trying to finger point. I'm not finger pointing. I'm actually explaining to you what happened in the game. You just want to blame somebody with no context. What happened in the game is that Patrick Graham did not adapt to the game changes the Cardinals made at halftime. Like, I don't know if you guys, if you lack the common sense to understand that when football teams go in the locker room, they talk about everything that was done in the first half and what the adjustments are going to be to the second half. The Cardinals made the adjustments. The Raiders didn't. Patrick Graham ran the same fucking defense the whole second half when it wasn't working. How did you not see that? How did you not see that? Motherfuckers didn't get one two-point conversion. They converted two of them. How did you not see that? That's crazy. Anthony, appreciate the super. Is limiting Jacobs carries Mcdaniels' plan to not have to pay Jacobs at the end of the season makes no sense. Why he limits him? I don't know. I don't know what his plan is, but it's so funny because every time they didn't give him the ball on the goal line, where I thought they should have ran it in, I kept thinking like, damn, they must really not like Jacobs because that motherfucker needs to run it in for a touchdown right here. But I don't know what his plans is. I can't tell you his plans. Honcho is blunt and direct about what he says, and I'm here for it. I appreciate you. But I just don't understand if you want to blame Josh McDaniels for the play calling. Fine. But how do you not blame Patrick Graham for his defensive play calling? Raid the tape said, yo, Honcho, that hat is fire. Yeah, I found this shit. Somebody threw this shit out. It was out in the front. I said, fuck it, this shit. I'm gonna rock this shit. Nah, I'm fucking with you. Yo, this Redemption brand, go check that out, man. Raid the tape. He got some fire merch, yo. This is definitely one of his products, yo. The cap is snug. The details in it is fire. So if you get a chance, yo, go check that out. Pick you up 30 of them bitches. The thing that's crazy is I'm not even surprised it happened. I feel like I'm missing some supers. Oh, no, okay. They just stay up there mad long. Okay. I'm not even that surprised that it happened. That's the crazy part. I'm not going to argue about the officiating, DK. It doesn't, trust me, I after doing the coaching I do in real life, fuck the officiating. Like, fuck the crew. Fuck the refs. You gotta play the game. You got to play the game. And I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not worried about the refs. I can't. That's not something I can think about right now. Yo, hit them likes, yo. That was terrible. How we blow the lead? I'll tell you how you blow the lead. When you play not to lose instead of playing to win, there's an issue there. There's an issue there. And every coach on every level has to deal with it. Right? You have to deal with it. Like, I'll bring 35 plays to a game, right, as a defensive coordinator. And I'm like, I'm going to blitz these motherfuckers every play. And then it'd be 3rd and 7, and you're like, you know what? Maybe we should just play cover 2. Like, you get those moments. And I can tell by the way Josh McDaniels looked on the sideline, he looked physically sick. Like, he couldn't believe he was in this position. Well, some coaches thrive in that situation. Like, oh, we here, fuck it, let's make it work. Let's earn our paycheck right now. You know what I'm saying? He didn't look like he was built for that type of environment. He did not like the temperature in there. He looked sick. When will I become a Raiders coach? Never, yo. That's never. I don't think that God has that in my plans. Honestly, I could be wrong, but I don't know. Shit, I don't even fly. Like, how the fuck I'm gonna coach the games via fucking satellite Zoom call? Carr folded in the second half. Carr folded in the second half? How you figure? How many turnovers did he have in the second half?
None.
How many fumbles did he have in the second half? How many interceptions did he throw in the second half?
None.
How can you sit here and say he folded? That makes no sense. That makes no sense. That's like you giving me a car with no gas in it and then blaming me for not making it to the function. Like, what are you talking about? You have to run the football. I agree. How about score some points in the fourth quarter? They barely had the fucking ball in the fourth quarter. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? When they got the ball in overtime, it had literally been 30 minutes of actual real time. 30 minutes. Defense made stops? What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? They made stops. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? When did they make stops? When it was 23-7? 23-15? 23-23? Come on, man. Come on, man. The entire team and coaches suck. No, you know what sucks? Is that y'all be dick riding so much preseason. Oh, Devontae, Tay. Oh, Carr's going to have an MVP year. Hunter's the GOAT. Waller should get $500 million. Josh Jacobs, this it. And then the minute we start losing, y'all start bitching. What are you talking about? Anthony, welcome to the fam, yo. That's the issue I have with the people that come in the chat and do what y'all doing. Is y'all come in the chat not realizing that you made illogical predictions. And then you get mad at me for logically telling you you were not very bright to predict the shit you were predicting. Chris, very sad. Very sad. I mean, offense was ass in the second half. I will not deny that. I will not deny that. But you know what will happen in the chat? Somebody will pop in the chat and say Derek Carr folded. And I will say, how you going to blame Derek Carr for folding? And then they'll get out the chat, go to somebody else's chat and say, yo, Raider Honcho trying to say it wasn't Derek Carr's. What? All I did was fucking ask you a question. KC, appreciate you, super. Oh, not on the field, 30 minutes in the second half. Murray ran free. That's what I'm saying. It's not how you finish. It's not how you start the game. It's how you finish. At what point in the second half did you watch that defense? It was like, yeah, this is it right here. We finally got one of those championship defenses. What are you talking about? It doesn't have to be exclusive. It doesn't have to be Derek Carr folded or Josh McDaniels play calling sucked or Chandler Jones or Patrick Graham, or it could be all of them. All of those things can be true in concert together. Hunter needs to go. What are you talking about? You must be smoking the lowest grade of marijuana. What are you talking about? Like, you high on a different level if you think Hunter Renfrew should go. What? I mean, appreciate the super. That was an all-around team loss. Absolutely. Edwin Bowles, appreciate the super. We did not make the plays we needed to make when Waller missed the second TD. I knew what was up. Man, I was starting to feel the wheels coming off too a little bit. I seen the wheels coming off a little bit. The fact that is the Cardinals makes it more sad. I agree. Look at the delay of games. Like they were going for two and got a delay of game and we still couldn't stop them. And y'all gonna tell me on here the defense made stops? Yeah, so did the offense made plays until they didn't. Yeah, the defense made stops, bitch, until they didn't. What are we talking about? Y'all got to be honest with yourselves, man. Y'all got to stop just walking around here thinking that football is played on an imaginary surface, an imaginary pigment of your imagination where it's like, whoa, he should be able to run a 4.4. He should be able to make that throw. He should be able to never fumble. Like, that's not how it works. Come on, man. Eduardo, appreciate the super. This is the worst loss in a while. Just sick. That Dolphins loss was pretty bad. That yeah, that Dolphins loss was pretty bad. That was a rough one for me. You are blind to Carr's weaknesses. How am I blind to Carr's weaknesses? How am I blind to his weaknesses? He's on the list of people I blame for this game. Like, how am I blind to his weaknesses? You're fucking blind to the fact that just because I don't say it the way you want me to say it doesn't mean I'm not saying it. Understand that. That might have went over your head. Just because I'm not saying it the way you want me to say it doesn't mean I'm not saying it. I'll say Derek Carr should have changed the plays at the line of scrimmage. Derek Carr needs to put the team on his back and say, this is my team, regardless of what coach is there, and I need to do what's best for this team. I need to make the plays for this team. I need to put us in the best position to be successful versus the defense I see for this team. I'll say it that way. You want me to say Derek Carr is a bitch-ass trash quarterback and we should get rid of him. That's what you want me to say. But because I'm not saying that, I'm blind to his weaknesses. I'm not blind to your weaknesses. Clearly, you can't read or hear. Because I'm saying the shit. I don't think Carr called that last play. No, my issue with, if you're just getting in the chat, my issue with Derek Carr is Derek Carr's been in the game too many times to win it. He's been on the field too many times to take a lead. So what I'm saying is Derek Carr's intelligence and feel for the game should not take a back seat to Josh McDaniels. That's what I'm saying. Who the fuck is that? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Eva, appreciate the super. Why the linebackers playing so deep in the end zone during red zone defense? You got corners and safeties for that. Line the F up at the goal line and prevent Kyler from tiptoeing through the daisies. Yeah, look, I totally agree. First of all, I wouldn't have ran a 4-2-5 nickel on the goal line. I would have brought everybody up, and I would have had a spy on him. I would have spied Kyler Murray. I would have put Diablo on him and said, wherever he goes, you go. It's been time to bench Derek Carr. I called this from the jump. Also, get rid of Jonathan Abram. He can't cover. Yeah, get rid of the players that are doing what the coach tells them to do. Don't get rid of the coaches that tell them to do it. It makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense. Like, if Derek Carr fumbled on the last play of the game, you would have blamed Derek Carr. Hunter Renfrew fumbles on the last play of the game and you blame Derek Carr. The defense gives up 23 unanswered points in the second half. You blame Derek Carr. I don't get it. I don't know what your infatuation is with Derek Carr, because you seem to keep his name in your mouth more than anybody. Y'all come in the chat bringing Derek Carr up. I'm talking about something else. Pivot, appreciate the super. Get off these clowns. I hear you, man. Chandler Jones still in the locker room when the game was going on. Yo, I don't know what he's done. I don't know what he's done. Restore the Republic. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I get it. Like, I know. Like, you guys are watching the game. You know, you live at home. You know what I'm saying? Free rent, cable and shit. You get drunk all day. And then you get in the live and start talking crazy about you're this, you're that. I don't know any of y'all personally. All right? I can only judge what you're saying to me. So I'd appreciate it if you don't sit on the other side of whatever camera pixels you have over there and try to tell me who I am. You don't know me. I don't know you. Like, just keep it between what we saw on the football field. Okay? That's it. That's it. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. I still got to go to work in the morning. I still got to raise my family. No, there's no reason to make it personal. It's not personal. Shit is crazy. McDaniels will get his first win in Tennessee. On to the next. Hey, it is what it is. This was a game we should have won. Raider Honcho, I need you to go on a rant real quick to those brain dead people saying Renfrew needs to go. Look, Look, like I said, yo, I learned a long time ago, don't argue with fools, because from a distance, people can't tell who is who. If you really think Hunter Renfrew shouldn't be on this team, then that tells me way more about you than about anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't make any sense. That don't make any sense. Hunter Renfrew is not the issue. Hunter Renfrew is not the issue. Hunter Renfrew doesn't play defense. Hunter Renfrew is not the one who missed a sack on Kyler Murray. Hunter Renfrew is not the person who said run nickel the whole fucking game and not change it to anything else. That wasn't Hunter Renfrew. It also wasn't Derek Carr. I'm just saying I think Derek Carr should take more leadership in. I will punch Josh McDaniels in his fucking face if he don't like what I'm doing. Like, that's the approach that I think Derek Carr needs to be on. Like I'm so sick and tired of the balls going where coach wants me to go with it. Why? He ain't on the fucking field. He ain't throwing it. All the coach wants to do is win. He can only tell you the basis of the play that he thinks will be successful versus the team he saw on tape. You're actually playing against the team that's on the field. So what I'm saying to you is, Josh McDaniels might call a play that says, when they're in too high, you're going to be able to hit the seam to Foster Moreau. Okay, coach, I'll run that play. But the minute you see the safety walking up, oh, that's not too high. The seam's not going to be open. Audible, Omaha. Do whatever the fuck you got to do to get your team into play because you see what's going on the field. Josh McDaniels already made the play call. He's not making the play call based on the adjustments the defense is going to make on the field. You understand what I'm saying? Josh McDaniels is calling a play off of paper like this. I want you to run X, Y, Z to the left. Cool. But once you get on the field and you're going to run X, Y, Z to the left and the defense starts adjusting, then you got to say X, Y, Z to the left not going to work. Nah, that shit not going to work. We're going X, Y, Z to the right. Because he's not calling the audible for Derek Carr. Derek Carr has to call the audible for the adjustment the defense made to the play call. That's what I think Derek Carr needs to do more of. But Derek Carr is such a respectable person that he feels like he has to play second fiddle to Josh McDaniels. He doesn't. And Derek Carr feels like he has to fucking change his game plan based on what the media says. Oh, he threw too many passes to Devontae Adams. Bitch, you thought we brought Devontae Adams to here not to throw him the ball 100 times? Look what happened. He caught 2 passes. We lost. So you damned if you do, damned if you don't. We didn't bring Devontae Adams in here to just run down the fucking field. Yes, you should throw him the ball. Yes. Yes. Right? You don't play quarterback. You don't play wide receiver. You don't play line. You don't coach. You don't do shit but probably wear a button-up shirt with a name tag. Shut the fuck up on what they should be doing and how they should be doing it. That's what I don't understand. That's what I don't understand. Right? Like, shit. I like golf. When I watch Tiger Woods play, I don't get on the camera and say, he should have hit that shit to the left and let it curve to the right, bitch. I don't play fucking golf. Right? Some of y'all is too invested in this shit that's like, bro, you don't even know what you're talking about anyway. You just fucking talking. Loyal to the soil. I've been saying that since last year. Carr needs to take the field control on play calling. I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. How bad is our defense? Our defense is not bad. I think our defensive adjustments is bad. I think the adjustments was bad. I don't think the actual defense is bad. Don't forget, Trayvon Merrick didn't play, right? Everett didn't play, right? We had some people that didn't play. Perryman didn't play. So understand we had some deficiencies out there. But to me, I just think we should have changed up from the nickel. I don't think we should have stayed in the nickel as long as he did. I just wouldn't have. Because what was happening is Kyler Murray was getting pressure from the outside at points, and he was just able to run up the middle. Well, you're only playing a 4-2. There's only 2 linebackers. If any of them have to drop in coverage, like that's what y'all don't understand, is that a 4-2-5 nickel, if it's a pass read, that those linebackers have to drop in coverage. So now when Max is coming around the side, he can just step up, create a lane to throw. Like, what do you do? What don't y'all understand about that shit? I may appreciate the super. Josh has no control once the player's called. I know. And nobody will talk about that shit. Nobody will talk about that shit. But I'm going to talk about the shit. Because whether you're going to love me, hate me, wave me, injury reserve me, report my fucking channel, I'm going to tell you what it is. Okay? Josh McDaniels is calling the play he thinks is going to work. Based on what he thinks he's going to get from the defense. Derek Carr gets on the field. He sees what we're getting. He needs to know that, nope, Josh, I know you want me to go there. That's not going to work right now. It's not going to work. And what y'all not thinking about is that on offense, as good as Devontae is, Devontae's not the receiver that can stretch the field. He can't stretch the field. He can't stretch the field. I feel like smoking weed and I don't even smoke. Now don't do that. Don't lower your personal standards, yo, just because a team that we don't play for lost. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it. You know what I mean? Shit, I had to coach a game fucking Friday night. We lost fucking 38-0 and I'm the defensive coordinator. You talk about you want to smoke weed now? Shit. I was about to inject Hennessy into my fucking body. It couldn't get to my fucking blood fast enough. Can Johnson stretch the field? I believe so. I believe so. But the way they were playing the Raiders, this is how they were playing the Raiders today. They were pretty much playing the Raiders in the first half like, we'll give you everything underneath. We'll give you everything underneath. We'll give you everything underneath. We'll just come up and make tackles. And the Raiders were executing on that. In the second half, when they started scoring and getting some momentum, they started to put more pressure on Derek Carr. I mean, I think in the second half, that first drive in the second half, 2 of the 3 passes he threw got batted down. They started putting way more pressure on Derek Carr. Now, coaching is not about you being able to win a game on your first option or you being able to win a game on your first page of the playbook. Right? Being a good coach means that if a team makes me turn my playbook page, I can still beat you with plan B. That makes you a good coach. Right? And that's why Belichick was such a good coach, because Belichick would take away plan A and force you to beat him with plan B. Well, you weren't coaching good enough to do that. All right? And today, Patrick Graham and Josh McDaniels could not turn the page and adapt to what Arizona was doing. Arizona treated this shit like Floyd Mayweather treats all his fights. If you ever watch a Floyd Mayweather fight, you don't know if he's winning or losing until the fucking fight is in like the 8th round. And they're like, oh, now he's fucking winning. That's what happened today. Arizona sat back and said, okay, we're going to collect all the data. We're going to see everything you want to do. We're going to make you comfortable so when you go in the second half, you're not thinking you have to make any adjustments. You'll just keep coming out throwing that same 1-2, 1-2. But we done figured out if I slip this way, uppercut that way, I'm going to score. And that's what they did. That's what they did. That's coaching. That's coaching. So I'm not saying Josh McDaniels not a good coach, but he got outcoached today. I'm not saying Patrick Graham's not a good coach. He got outcoached today. Right? That's just how it goes. That's how it fucking goes. To not be running Josh Jacobs more than he's running him when he's getting 4 or 5 yards a clip, it makes no sense. Makes no sense. The asterisk against Belichick record, they were caught cheating 3 times. So that is irrelevant. How is that irrelevant? They got caught 3 times and they won fucking how many Super Bowls? What are you talking about, bro? You know how stupid that sounds? What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? They won mad Super Bowls. You're talking about 3 times they got caught cheating. They won mad Super Bowls. Oh, boy. Boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Address the fact that the defense was on the field too long. Yeah. I mean, the defense was on the field too long. But some people will blame that on the offense. Like, it's not the defense's job to get themselves off the fucking field. Like, that's their job. Like, I don't understand. Like, you hold certain people to a standard of their job description. The job description for the defense is to not allow teams to score points, get off the field on 3rd down. Did they do that? Did the defense do their job? No. They didn't do their job. They didn't do their job. They got rope-a-doped. The Raiders got fucking rope-a-doped today. That motherfuckers went into halftime with 20-point lead and thought we could just chill out, sit, take our foot off the gas. They got rope-a-doped. And Arizona said, that's what we wanted you to do. Game time, bitches. I'm telling you, that's what happens. He got out-coached. Josh McDaniels looked like he couldn't wait for the fucking game to be over. Like, I just want to survive this. He didn't want to actually have to physically coach himself to a win. He wanted the shit to just be over. Stop deleting the messages, y'all. I want to see them shits. Coaching lost the game. I believe that. I believe that. I believe we were outcoached. I believe we were outcoached. Because this is my thing, right? Why not go into a 3-4 and run a fire zone blitz, right? Put Hobbs on the same side as Max Crosby. Send Max Crosby off the edge. Send Nate Hobbs off the same edge as him. Which one are they going to fucking block? Why not? Why not? Why not? Right? Why not? Why not be aggressive? He don't got fucking DeAndre Hopkins. He can't push the ball. Why not? Why not run a fire zone? Right? I would walk the two middle backers up to make it look like I'm bringing pressure in the A and B gap. And I would bring Max Crosby off the edge and Nate Hobbs right off his fucking hip. And I'm going to force you to throw it. You think it's man-to-man because you see the blitz coming up the middle. You think it's man-to-man. Or I could go to hot rock and throw it quick. No, bitch, we in zone. You're going to throw it right to me. Come on now. You got the Jimmys and Joes on that side of the ball. You got to use them. You got to fucking use them. G-Town, appreciate the super. The next game against the Titans is a must-win. Every game is a must-win. Is there ever a game that y'all feel like we could lose and if you feel okay about it? Defensive coordinator seems like he's struggling. I don't think he's struggling. I think he was just trying to play it too safe. This is what happened. This is what happened. The defensive coordinator seems like he trusted the scheme too much. He trusted the scheme too much. He trusted the scheme way too much. We need Hobbs in coverage, my G. If you didn't notice, Hobbs the one who got fucking burnt on the last play. Harmon had to save his ass. What we need him in coverage for? Like, I'm not saying every play blitz Hobbs, but that's what I'm talking about. You have to scheme it up. I'm not trying to sit here and say, blitz Hobbs every play. But goddamn, at some point, you got to switch up the look. You got to switch up the angle. You got to give him something different. KGS 1982, appreciate the super. No, we didn't get to Kyler enough. We didn't get to Kyler enough. We didn't get to him enough. We didn't get to him enough. He was able to find so many throwing lanes, which makes no sense because I think he's legally like a midget. He's really short. So the fact that we couldn't get no pressure up the middle to force him to go outside to Max and them. Max and them were kind of creating lanes for him because Max was getting so deep into the backfield, he was getting too much depth. And if I was an offensive lineman, I would just allow Max to go that way. I wouldn't even stop him. I would just let him go that way. You want to get 8 yards upfield? Go ahead. My quarterback could just slide through there. And that's what was happening. I would have did some different shit. I'd have did some different shit, bro. I'd have did some different shit. I would have had plays where I fucking dropped Diablo in coverage, and I would have had fucking a Meek spying that motherfucker. I would have just been doing different shit. I'd have been doing different shit, bro. Because Kyler Murray, you can see that I don't want to say that he's not, like, smart, but he looks like he plays the game with more athleticism than he does with intelligence. I would have spent more time trying to trick him and have him thinking he's seeing shit that's not there. I would have spent more time doing that. But instead, you spent all this time in the nickel. That just wasn't it. Just wasn't it. Eva, appreciate the super. Has Chandler... Oh, shit. Has Chandler's plane landed yet? I'm excited to see what he brings to this team. Sarcasm. I hear you. He hasn't made a play yet. Big time Willie, appreciate the super Mcdaniels. Hit behind Belichick and Brady. Coaches have to make adjustments. Let Carr take over. Use Jacobs, Ty Johnson more. Chandler has to show up. I agree. But what I'm saying to you is that where I blame Derek Carr, where I blame Derek Carr is I think Derek Carr is good enough, accomplished enough to tell Josh McDaniels to shut the fuck up. Derek Carr, look, listen. Public service number to Derek Carr. PSA to Derek Carr. Derek Carr, you either believe that this is your team or you don't. And if you believe that this is your team, you tell Josh McDaniels shut the fuck up, because it's my team. What are they gonna do? Get rid of you? Well, if you're not gonna do what you want to do because you're in fear they'll get rid of you, well then it shows it's not your team. He has to make that decision. It's either his team or it's not. It's not Josh McDaniels' team. It's Derek Carr's team. Devontae Adams didn't come here because Josh McDaniels. Devontae Adams came here because Derek Carr plays here. It's Derek Carr's team. It's Derek Carr's team. And if you're not saying what you want to say because you're scared of some type of repercussions, well, look, scared money don't make no money. All right? Now, Derek Carr has all the talent in the world, but his mentality is too much of, I'm going to do what you say, sir. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. That shit cool until you're in between them white lines and they say, yo, shut the fuck up, bro. Bottom line is Carr is not a field general. I'm not gonna say that. I disagree with that. To say he's not a field general would be you wouldn't be able to explain how he has so many comeback wins and how he's so good in the clutch. And if he's not a field general, like you wouldn't be able to do that. How he's so good against the blitz. I do think that if there was my complaint to Derek Carr would be it's not that he's not a dog in the sense of I'll play hurt, I'll be gritty. It's not that type of dog. It's he just doesn't have the mentality of I would much rather ask for forgiveness than ask for permission. You know what I'm saying? That's my mentality. I'd rather apologize to you than to have to ask you if I can do it. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want to do. Period. Right? Like, I'm going to do when it comes to sports, I'm the one on the field putting my life on the line. I'm getting hit. I done broke a leg. I done broke bones in my, not me personally, I'm talking about Derek Carr. I done broke my leg. I done broke some bones in my back. I tore my groin. I broke a pinky, put it back in place and played. I'm the one that's done all that. Before you got here, Mr. Wear visor on the sideline when it's indoors. Before you got here, I was doing this shit. Okay? When you had Tom Brady, I was over here doing this shit. When they got rid of Khalil Mack, I was here doing this shit. When they brought in 5 different coaches, I was here doing this shit. So if I'm the one that's going to be here, when all the dust settles, I'm the one getting blamed. I'm the one not getting the contract because, you might want to waive me or get rid of me after this year. If I'm the one that has to live with all that, oh, fuck that. I'm doing what I want to do. I'm riding this motherfucker to the wheels fall. This is my shit. And it's not arrogance, because arrogance would assume you didn't put the work in to be like that. You just are entitled to feel like that. No. Derek Carr has done enough to have that mindset. He should have the mindset that, yo, we get on the 1-yard line, I'm not throwing the ball 3 fucking times. Josh Jacobs, yo, strap up. We're going in. Strap the fuck up. Oh, I appreciate the super, but there's no way I'm pronouncing this shit. I'm just calling you Obi. Hey, Ob, appreciate the super. Was blown that Renfrew fumbled twice and now may have a concussion. I don't get why we did not pound the rock with JJ when 2 games straight he has been fired. I agree. I agree.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, that's what it said? Obi-Wan Kenobi? Oh, shit. I thought he had a super African name. I didn't want to disrespect. My bad. I thought that was like some, you know what I'm saying? Wakanda forever shit. I ain't want to like fuck his shit all up. I hope that's not your real name, bro. I mean, I'm not saying I hope it's not your real name, but like I hope I ain't making a mockery of your real name. Like if it's not Star Wars shit, then I feel kind of bad. Missing Yannick? No, the fuck we ain't. Look how sorry that fucking Colts defense is. Are you kidding me? Oh, it is Star Wars. Okay, Obi-Wan Kenobi. I got you now. I was like, damn, ain't even no hyphen in that shit. Why didn't they play Coons? I don't know. The run game, I don't know why they just didn't run the ball more. I don't know why they didn't run the ball more. He purposely holding Jacobs back. I don't think that's the case. I just think he wants to. I think he's trying too hard to be like his own man and win the way he wants to win. But you kind of gotta go along and get along. Like, how many college coaches come to the NFL and don't last because they think they're gonna come in and change the way the game is played? There's a certain way to win the game. It's in the trenches. Okay, defense has to make stops. Offense has to be able to run the ball. Period. Why the fuck did you draft 2 running backs and then sign 2 more if you're not gonna run the ball? Why didn't they go after Mac? I don't know. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck because I've seen better defenses with worse players. Chip Kelly with the Eagles, yeah. Remember when what's his name bitch ass came up here? What was his name? He coached at USC. I forget his name, but he came up here and got his shit roasted too. I think Jacobs leaving after the season. If I was Jacobs, if I was Jacobs, I'd be tight right now. I'd be tight right now. No, not Pete Carroll. It was the younger one. I think he came and coached the Raiders. You think Green caught that 2-point? It looked like he bobbled it, but it shouldn't even have been that close, yo. Like, you got to cover the guy. We will bounce back from this, G. I'm not tripping off the loss. I'm tripping off of the people's, like, perspective of the loss. Like, I just can't. Oh, Lane Kiffin, that was that motherfucker. Came up here and got his shit rocked because he thought he was going to change the NFL. You don't change the NFL. The NFL is like Father Time, yo. Like, it is what it is. It's just there. Lane Kiffin, bum ass. Aaron Rhymes said Raiders lost. Ha 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 ha. Great comment, bro. Hold this L. It's just a chat. It's just a chat, my boy. You're not gonna ruffle my feathers. I know y'all probably think I'm younger than I am. I'm old as shit. You ain't gonna make me feel no type of way. Talking about hold this L, bitch. I'm trying to hold a job. Fuck is you talking about? Starts up front. We're not strong either side. We're not, but when you're a good coach, you find a way to scheme against that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when you think about the Warriors, think about NBA, right? A lot of y'all out there in Cali, think about the NBA. Like, the Warriors are never bigger than anybody, but they find a way to beat them. It's coaching. You go to your strengths. You got to go to your strengths. I don't think the Raiders go to their strength because they're a better run block team than a pass block team, but all the fuck they want to do is drop back and pass all the time. Who is we? Oh, fuck yeah, we don't play. You think we were outcoached? I agree. Dog, we were there in person. It's hard to defend anyone at this moment. I'm not defending anybody. I didn't defend anybody. I don't think that's like, I don't know, man. That's the thing with Derek Carr is not defending him. It's just pointing out that there are issues you can have with Derek Carr, just not the one you say. Like this guy right here that said Carr really choked. Like, what? How the fuck did he choke? When he completed the first pass that got fumbled and the second pass that got fumbled. How the fuck did he choke? What up, Honcho? Think front office need to look at Sue. I mean, I don't think we lost the game because of the defensive tackle position. I think we lost the game because I don't think we made the adjustments. I don't think we made any adjustments. I promise you. If Raid the Tape is gonna Raid the Tape is gonna raid the tape, okay? After he raised that motherfucking tape, ask him. The Cardinals was running like 3 plays. Like 3 fucking plays. Like, look, I'm trying to tell you, when you run a 3-by-1 offensive set, 3 receivers on one side, 1 receiver on the other side. If you're playing a 4-2, you have to take 3 DBs, technically 4 people, to cover the 3 wide receivers because you have to have the numbers. So you play 4 over 3. That's 4 guys. There's 1 on that side. You have to play the numbers. 2 over 1, right? So that's what? That's already 6 people. There's only 5 people left. 4 linemen, 4 down linemen, and a linebacker. Well, if they have 5 linemen and a running back, you are fucking outnumbered. Kyler Murray's going to do whatever he wants to do. You see what I'm saying? AJ, appreciate the super. How you feel they lost back-to-back games? Oh, back-to-back weeks. I feel like shit. What do you mean, how do I feel? It sucks. But I think I never worry as much about the loss if I understand why we lost. I think what bothers people like fans, like we're fans, right? We're all fans. But I think what bothers most fans is they don't understand how it happens. Not because they're dumb or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. But like, you just be like, how the fuck did that happen? But when you know why it's happening, I don't think it bothers you as much. What bothers you is how you spend more of the energy thinking about how do we not let it happen again. So yeah, it sucks that we lost back-to-back weeks. Yes, it absolutely sucks. But when you see why we lost, well, last week we lost because Derek Carr threw 3 interceptions. This week he didn't throw 3 interceptions, and we lost because we didn't make any adjustments. At some point, you have to be confident enough in the system that they're gonna get on the same page and get it together. Lord, appreciate the super. We should have used JJ at the end. Yeah, I think so. I think Josh McDaniels was on some shit like, we're not going for the field goal. We're gonna beat these bitches with a touchdown, and like, yeah, it didn't work. Steven, appreciate the super. Well, the NFL is fixed. Raider Nation for life lost today. Oh, Raider Nation for lost today. Damn. Disrespectful. DT have no push and Jones is a ghost. I agree. Commitment to field goals. Y'all talking shit. Hella shit. It's unfortunate. Francisco, there was still a penalty. Oh, you talking to somebody else? Allen Iverson figured how to get a shot off by creating space while he's 6 foot. McDaniels needs to figure out how to win games, not losing. I agree. That's 100% what I'm saying. I agree 100%. Like, coaching is when you know what your team is. Like, Josh McDaniels, we can't act like Josh McDaniels shows up on Sunday and don't know who the fuck is on his team, and he don't know who the fuck his linemen are. He knows. He also knows who we're playing against. They took those motherfuckers too lightly. Josh McDaniels has the biggest portion of blame today. It is what it is. Biggest portion of blame is Josh McDaniels, without a fucking doubt. Our rushers need to do better. I think if they could do better, they would do better. That old saying, if they could do better, they would do better. I don't think they can. I don't think they're that good. Honcho, did you get my super chat? Big Lil Bosco? Let me check. Cause I'm on the phone, so it's hard to see all them shits. Oh, here we go. I got you. Big Lil Bosco, appreciate the super. I am frustrated with McDaniels' roster decisions. Our 2 young stud defensive tackles not active, didn't start Parham till the injury happened. So you think that you seem that you wish that Josh McDaniels was a little more proactive, right? I can't disagree with you. I didn't like the Trayvon Mullen news. It's not time to run Josh McDaniels out of here. But it is time, and I did this video last week. I said it's big trouble for Josh McDaniels if he don't figure this shit out. Because the Raider fans have been too fucking patient. We've been too patient. We've been through too much to continue to be patient. We need fucking results, right? They don't ask you how, they ask you if. I don't care how we fucking do it. It's if we do it. That's all I fucking care about. Players make plays? No. You wrong. See? All those players make plays, practice make perfect cliches. Those shits are lies. Players don't make plays. You know who make plays? Playmakers. Playmakers make plays. Not players. There's hundreds of players in the NFL that don't make plays. Playmakers make plays. Kyler Murray's a fucking playmaker. Is he going to be on anybody's top 5, top 10 quarterback list? He was on mine preseason, but, I don't know much. No, he's not. But he's a playmaker. He's going to make plays. Period. Period. And we got to get the ball to our playmakers. And we got to go get people on defense that are playmakers. Derek Carr isn't a playmaker. Did you feel like that in the first half when he threw for 200-something yards, 2 touchdowns, and we were up by 20? I think not, so please. Please. There's no fucking way you thought that he wasn't a playmaker. There's no way you thought that. If you think Derek Carr's not a playmaker, then why do you even think we have a chance of winning any games? I missed your super. Well, goddamn, man, take all the 199 supers and just put them all together and make one fucking big super. Know where these shits is going? Ahmed. You must have been right before Lil Briscoe. Lil Bosco. Yeah, I got you. Why do you think Carr is avoiding conflict with Josh McDaniels? First, I think I should go on the record saying I don't know if he's avoiding conflict with Josh McDaniels. I just think that it's not in Derek Carr's nature to ruffle feathers. Because you got to think about it. If Derek Carr's nature was to ruffle feathers, he would have been punched the shit out of Josh DeBow, who comes to every fucking press conference with the dumbass shit. He gets on Twitter to talk mad shit about Derek Carr. If Derek Carr was a confrontational person, we would have been saw by now. We would have saw by now. So I don't think it's Josh McDaniels. I don't think it's Josh McDaniels that he's avoiding conflict with. I just don't think he's not a confrontational person. I think Derek Carr is good enough to win a Super Bowl. I do. Because I saw quarterbacks not as good as him win a Super Bowl. Nobody thought Matthew Stafford was fucking great until he had a good fucking defense, OBJ, Cup, right? That team traded like every fucking first round pick they had to get players to win a Super Bowl, and they did. We're not doing that. We're constantly going to the bargain bin, right? We're constantly telling Derek Carr to make chicken salad out of chicken shit, and when he can't do it, we're saying, oh, he's not the guy for the job. I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair. Yeah, Matthew Stafford been nice. Yes, people who understand football think that too. But there are a whole bunch of people that were saying Matthew Stafford wasn't elite until he got elite people around him. What? We did do that? How did we do that? How did we do that? How did we do that? No, you can have it. How did we do that? Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? How did we do that? Tell me, because I know what you're going to say. You're going to say some dumb shit like Devontae Adams. Okay. Do we not have a bargain bin line? With all due respect, respectfully, come on now. The Rams went and got Jalen Ramsey to lock down a whole side of the fucking field. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Come on now. What's not dumb? What's not dumb? I mean, look, with all due respect, bro, there's 400-some people in here. Like, if you think I can see everything you're saying, like, I can't. Like, this phone screen is what? Fucking 6 inches? Like, and there's hundreds of tracks right now. I can't see everything you're saying. You know what I mean? But, like, what I'm saying to you is that, what my point is that, yes, the Raiders spent money to get offensive players, but the defense is where we've always been struggling. Derek Carr were a top 5 offense last year without fucking Devontae. So what was Devontae going to do? Make us number 3, number 2? It didn't fucking matter. We're already top 5. Without Henry Ruggs. With only Brian Edwards and Zay Jones. We were a top 5 offense. Our defense was bad. We didn't bargain bin for defense? Where the fuck is our Jalen Ramsey? What are you talking about? At the end of the day, the Raiders need to stop trying to find a deodorant for what's really wrong with this team. And people like you, give them Devontae Adams, deodorant. It don't smell as bad over here no more. Extend Darren Waller, don't smell as bad anymore. The offense wasn't the fucking issue. Deshaun Jackson, yeah, bargain bin. Yeah, give us Deshaun Jackson when he's 37 years old. Come on, guys. Like, y'all gotta be real about this shit. Y'all gotta be real about this shit. What teams are good this year? Like, what teams are good this year right now? I think, like, again, my comments about Derek Carr is I think Derek Carr should play this year like it's his last year. I think Derek Carr should play this season like it's his last season. And I think he should play every play like it's his last play. And I think that way he will maximize everything on one play to the best of his abilities. And I think he needs to look at it as like Josh McDaniels is going to get a pass if this year doesn't go well because the Raiders failed to do anything in the playoffs last year. So I think Derek Carr has to look at it as like, I could be on my way out. So let me make some shit happen right now. Let me make some shit happen. Barstow Walker, appreciate the super. Carr is not the problem. It's the coaches asking Carr to be consistent, but he has to learn another head coach and offensive coach every 2 years and expect to go to the playoffs, Super Bowl. I mean, yeah, I agree with that, but I still think Carr could do better in certain moments. Like, Carr should have known better in this game. Carr should have known better in this game. He should have ran Josh Jacobs. He should have. I think knowing that a field goal wins the game there, I think he should have, whatever play call they called, he should have checked out of and ran the ball. I think he should, and that's the only thing that I think Rich Gannon has over Derek Carr, is that Rich Gannon would do that. Rich Gannon would look at John Gruden dead in his face and be like, shut the fuck up. I'm doing this shit. You a fucking third-string quarterback at Dayton that ran Wishbone. You are not going to be a quarterback fucking guru. You're not going to be the offensive guru. I know what I'm doing. I don't think Derek Carr has that in him to do that. And I think that when you have a guy like Derek Carr who's played in so many different systems, I think he's earned the right to say, I've been successful in every system I've been in. So I'm one of those guys. So you shut the fuck up. I'll tell you how this is going to go. And if you don't like it, go find somebody else. Period. Period. I'm going to be honest, I'm tired of Carr. It's easy to be tired of Carr, bro, but think about how simplistic that thought process is. He's the only one that's been here the whole time. Yeah, I'm sure you're tired of him. People, what do you like? That doesn't mean he's at any fault. I don't understand. Like, yeah, look. It's 2 games in and I'm tired of the play calling. I am. No, all right, listen to what I'm saying. Not every quarterback is the go fuck yourself type quarterback. Not every he shouldn't have to do that. We can agree that he should do that, but us agreeing that he should do that means that we don't agree with the plays he's getting from the coach. So why the fuck are we blaming Carr for that? Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about here? Like, if we're agreeing that Carr needs to tell Josh McDaniels to shut the fuck up and I'm going to call my own plays, then why are you not blaming Josh McDaniels for calling bad plays? Like, what are we doing? Christopher, appreciate the super. Josh said he wants to play our best football later in the season, so obviously it's not Super Bowl or bust. Josh seems he don't want our players to be aggressive and get hurt. I mean, he can say whatever he wants. I'm not really trying to hear that shit right now after another loss to a team we should have beat. Like, but again, all this shit is like distracting us from the fact that the defense gets paid millions and millions of dollars to make stops. And they didn't. Yo. The Cardinals controlled that second half. And our defensive coordinator lacked the proper decision-making to adjust to those plays. He didn't. What are we talking about? Like, they scored with 0 seconds on the clock, went for 2, got a delay of game penalty off of a fucking timeout, which shows you how dysfunctional that team is over there in Arizona, and somehow you still allow them to get the 2-point conversion? Like, come on, man. Y'all not putting responsibility evenly on everyone like you are for Derek Carr. Like that'll always be my issue with y'all. It's not that Derek Carr is flawless or he's not to be blamed. But it's like you guys will just literally neglect any other accountability for anybody else in the fucking organization. Like, I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Chuck said we lost. I agree. Because it's the QB. What does that mean it's the QB? What does that mean? What does that mean it's the QB? What does that mean? Black Sunday, appreciate the super. Can't blame O-line at all this game. Carr underthrowing, overthrowing balls again. Defense playing soft zone. Ingredients to lose. I would have to disagree. I don't think we lost the game because Carr underthrowing. I don't think that was the case. I don't think we lost because Carr was underthrowing the ball. Like, we were up 20-0 at halftime. I don't think, like, what are we talking about? I think that when you have a quarterback like Kyler Murray, who actually excels when he's allowed to use his athleticism, understand this. When the game broke open for the Cardinals, they started running high school plays. Do y'all understand that? Think about that. When the Cardinals started making plays on offense, they were running high school fucking plays. They started running speed option. That's disrespectful for a defense because they're pretty much telling you, we're not going to block Max Crosby. We know he's going to fuck this up. We'll let him. You don't call a timeout and say, hey, guys, listen. They might start going option here. They might start going read option here. These are the assignments. You have quarterback. You have pitch. Nah, don't do none of that. Don't do none of that. Keep watching this little 5'4" guy just continue to make you guys look stupid. You're NFL players and can't stop a fucking high school offense. Think about that shit. Really think about it. When they started getting yards, they were running fucking high school offense. And our $1 million defensive players could not adjust to it. And I don't blame the players necessarily because the coach needs to know that's coming. Soon as they ran option one time, I said, up, timeout. Listen, they're going to try some fuckery. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go from this 4-2-5. We're going to run a 3-4. We'll bring our strong safety down in the box. Right? Right? So now if I have a 3-4, even if I don't bring the strong safety down, you want to put him out there or put him in the slot, right? If that's the scenario, I can still put my defensive end on quarterback, and I can put my linebacker to scrape over and play running back on the pitch. It's not that hard. But you have to believe in the adjustments. You can't believe in your own scheme that much to where, look. A plan that can't be changed is not a good plan. Understand that. So Patrick Graham had a great plan, but he couldn't change it. So it wasn't really that great of a plan because he couldn't adapt to it. He couldn't change anything about it. He went in there set on that being the defense. We'll stop him with this. We won't have to make no adjustments. They didn't make no adjustments. They started running fucking speed option. That's crazy. Wasn't a good game, man. Wasn't a good game. We fucking blew it. Tell the head coach to run the ball. Yeah, we should have ran the ball. But we also should have done some other things, too. 3 points in the second half with all these weapons, bro. Yeah, but I mean, I think the 3 points in the second half has more to do with play calling than it does with weapons or lack thereof. Or I don't think this game was a player's loss. I don't think it was a player's loss. I think this game was we lost the game schematically. We were out-coached. Like, when you're up 20 points and you fail to win that game, that's coaching. Because coaches have to understand time of possession. Coaches have to understand situational football. Coaches have to understand the tide is changing in momentum. Sometimes as a player, you don't know. You just go and play after play. You're not realizing there's a momentum shift here, right? Like I coach a defense. My offensive coordinator, my offensive coach, head coach of the team, my man, like if he sees us getting like 4 yard, 5 yard, he'll look at me and be like, yo, use the timeout if you have to. Because we understand momentum. Like, yo, it's getting a little... They shake a snowball really quick. Kyler Murray was uncomfortable in the first half. Then he got real comfortable. The defensive coordinator allowed that to happen. The defensive coordinator allowed Kyler Murray to get comfortable. The defensive coordinator allowed him to fucking slice and dice us. Brandon, appreciate the super. Mitch said it right. Coaching lost this game. I agree. I agree with him. But, I mean, the coaches had to see the momentum shift. And when you see momentum shifting on the defense, so let's say momentum is shifting on our defense, they score a touchdown. As the head coach or offensive coordinator, you have to now take it upon you to say, let me go to my other page of the playbook for how to get momentum back, let's go to something I know is going to work. Let's go to something I know we can get the ball moving. Like, you got to do that. I don't understand that. And everybody just looks at these games so emotionally. Like, you got to stop doing that. The facts are in front of you. The facts is the coaches failed to change the game plan. The coaches failed to make any adjustments. The Raiders ran the same offense they ran in the first half. The Raiders ran the same defense they ran in the first half. Arizona's the one who made the adjustments to it. Arizona made the adjustments. They beat us. That's why. McDaniels put the ball in Carr's hands, and what did he do? It doesn't work like that. That doesn't work like that. Like that's what I mean. Like, you gotta use your noodle, bro. Like, he put the ball in Derek Carr's hands. No, he didn't. If he put the ball in Derek Carr's hands, then he would have let Derek Carr call the fucking plays. He didn't. He actually put the ball in Kyler Murray's hands. The fuck are you talking about? Carr looked real comfortable in the first half. Valerie, I don't see how y'all keep blaming Carr. Renfrew fumbled back-to-back. Yeah, I agree. I don't know. Motherfuckers is losing their mind right now. Why McDaniels play calling is you high and Madden? Like, if I was Carr, I would have just been like, yo, I'm running my own fucking plays in overtime because I've been here so many times. Alex, appreciate the super. What's your take on not feeding Jacobs enough? I think it was stupid. I think it was idiotic. I think it's illogical. I do. I just think I think it's just poor coaching. I think you have a guy who's used to having Belichick and Tom Brady and having a super system. Like a super system. And he was able to hide behind that. Right? And I think that he's not making any adjustments to what he has here. He doesn't have what he used to have. He doesn't. Derek Carr is not Tom Brady. I would never sit there and say he is. He's not Tom Brady. Because Tom Brady would have changed his fucking helmet without a headset or microphone in it and would have just called his own fucking plays. You know how I know that? Because Tom Brady plays with a fucking wristband on, with the plays on it. Derek Carr doesn't. So Derek Carr has to get the play from his headset. Tom Brady will just look at his own shit like, I can't hear you. I'm calling my own shit. I can't tell if my phone about to die or not. Nah, I'm about to sign off. 2 catches, 12 yards, Devontae Adams. I don't want to hear nobody complain about that because everybody complained about him getting too many targets last game. Like, you guys want it both ways. Carr is not elite? Okay. All right. Carr is not elite. That's where we're going with this. Time to hit the panic button. Please explain. Troy, I'm not going to hit the panic button because I didn't necessarily think that this year was going to be a guaranteed playoff year. I didn't think that. I thought that the Chiefs would still be better. I thought that the Chargers were better on paper. They got to play the game. Carr has the number one receiver. I know you're trying to be funny, but like that's only funny to you. Like I know you're trying to make a joke because when people said Carr needed a number one wide receiver, he did need a number one wide receiver. Like what are we talking about? That's like, you know what I'm saying? Like I need a new car, but then I break my leg and can't drive. Doesn't mean I didn't need a new car. That's a whole different scenario. Like what are we talking about here? Like y'all want to come in here and try to get under people's skin by saying shit like that? Like get a life. Get a life. Exactly, Honcho. They cried like a Mitch talking about Carr threw the ball to Devontae Adams too much. Yeah, that's what they did. They did. They cried about that shit. We lost because Derek Carr. We lost because Derek Carr. We didn't lose this game because Derek Carr. And somehow you guys are still talking about Derek Carr. Get off his fucking dick. Like, y'all really be dick riding. Like, this loss has nothing to do with Derek Carr. My only comments about Derek Carr is I think he should have just changed the plays. But he shouldn't fucking have to if he got such a fucking coach. Like, what other team is there in the NFL where, like, listen, Russell Wilson literally threw an interception that lost the fucking Super Bowl on the 1 yard line, and nobody said that he should have changed the play. Everybody just blamed the coach for calling a bad play. But now somehow, only in Raider Nation, are we arguing over Carr being terrible because he didn't change the plays. I agree he should change the plays. But goddamn, he shouldn't fucking have to. Like, what are we talking about? Defense could have played better. Renfrew could have held onto the fucking ball 2 times in a row. Josh Mcdaniels could have ran the ball more. There's so many things that could have went different in this game, and the argument is somehow Derek Carr folded. Like, what the fuck are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about? Like, on what planet do we live on where that's the fucking argument? Where Derek Carr and his offense is up 20-0 and then lose in overtime after 20 unanswered points, and somehow the argument is Derek Carr. That's crazy. Has Carr been great? No, but at the same time, it's a team game, and he should be blamed for a loss. I mean, he should be blamed. I was okay with people blaming him for last week. I was okay with that. I was okay with that. I'm sorry, but I can't stand Las Vegas Raiders Network. His takes on Carr seem to be biased. Like my guy, if you can't get off his nuts and be a Raider YouTuber, not Carr bashing channel. I mean, some people just are feel very strongly. Feel very strongly about Derek Carr personally. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. Poor play calling on offense. Poor play calling on both sides. Max our only pass rusher, and he missed it. He literally was hugging Kyler Murray and didn't sack him, and that's when he got the 2-point conversion. Actually, no, he didn't get the 2-point conversion, but it was a PI. Drew Smith, appreciate the super. I just think that there's so many issues we could have right now, and the fact that we're arguing over the quarterback doesn't make sense to me. We were up 20-0. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. Randy Anderson, appreciate the super on the east side, Maryland. Why Carr couldn't get first down fourth quarter. Shout out to Maryland. I don't know why Carr couldn't get a first down. I don't know. I don't know what you mean. I thought the play call in the second half was atrocious. I really did. It was one play in the first half where Carr held the ball really long and then hit Darren Waller. And when they showed the end zone view, Darren Waller was literally the only guy out for a pass. What the fuck is that about? He was literally it was 3 guys around him. He was the only guy out there in the field for a pass. Raiders were up 20. D has a job. Jones Eagles invisible. KC, you ain't lying. Max got 2 sacks, though. And Derek Carr threw 2 touchdowns. So what are we saying? What are we saying? You don't get it. You never gonna get it, son. I mean, how about Jonathan Abram just intercept the fucking pass that hits him in the face? So many things could have been done different. Yo, Jess Lift, what's up, my boy? Why are you upset? He said, shut your face. Make sure you hit them likes. I don't like that shit say 666, yo. Somebody hit a like on there for me. Shit, I'm about to like my own shit. Oh, shit, I can't. Carr sucks. Should have kept Mariota. Would have been same results. It's funny how every civilian thinks Carr sucks, but yet he's had so many coaches in the NFL. Nobody seems to get rid of him. I don't get it. Can't make this shit up. Can't make this shit up. I don't think this is a team loss. This is a coach's loss, in my opinion. The players, like, there are moments that you can blame the players for. Right? But I think the overall picture is that the Raiders just didn't make the adjustment. They didn't make the adjustment. Or they did not have a second plan. They didn't have a plan B. They just didn't. They didn't do what they needed to do, man. They get paid a lot of money to be the X's and O's guys, and they didn't do their job today, in my opinion. Clockwork Steves, what's up, my boy? This one hurt. Honcho, on to next week, I suppose. Now, it ain't on to next week yet. It's still Sunday. On Monday, we can move on. Actually, I'll probably do a couple videos about this shit, though. This on Bum Carr. Yeah, I guess so. Carr should have scored more points. I know. Motherfucker actually ran the ball today, too. That shit was crazy. Look at Stanley Ipkiss trying to get his rocks off. Look at him. Boo. Carr sucks. You talking about him, though. The game broke my heart. I don't think I can get much lower than this, so it's only up from here, I hope. I mean, look, man, you guys gotta limit your expectations, man. That's just... Maybe I've just had such a regular life that, like, I've known that, like, it's no imaginary fictional tales. Like, everything is what it is, how it's supposed to be. For some reason, y'all think that every year the Raiders end their season on a low note, that next year we're going to be on a high note. I don't know why. Usually the teams that are successful kind of have congruent succession. Like, it's not just once in a blue moon we're successful. Like, it doesn't work like that. The Rams won the Super Bowl, but they were just in the Super Bowl not long before that. Right? The Bucks win the Super Bowl, but Tom Brady's in the Super Bowl not much longer than that, before that. So, like, I don't understand why y'all think that we're just going to magically be good. It's like when I coach high school kids and it's like, oh, that kid's a sophomore. He's going to be a junior next year, so he's going to be better. Like, no, not necessarily. He's just going to be fucking older. Like, if he was a bitch as a sophomore, just because he's a junior, he's just going to be a bigger, older bitch. Like, it doesn't automatically mean because he's older, he's going to be better. And y'all think because, well, now it's 2022, this is going to be our year. Yeah. That's on y'all. Look at this. Honcho in denial so bad. The loss wasn't only on Carr, but he definitely choked. Also, he's not worth the money. What fucking money? What money did they give Carr? They didn't. What money they gave him, like a bullshit contract. Largest blown lead in Raiders history. He ain't lying. Lying about what? Adams was open several times and Carr couldn't hit him. How the fuck do you know he was open several times? Like, when did you see that? Like, what are you talking about? Because either works two ways. Either, like, you saw Devontae open so you didn't see Carr, or you saw Carr and didn't see Devontae. Like, y'all just be making shit up. I just be making shit up. Somebody do a Hennessy run for Honcho. Riley, appreciate the super. At what point do you look at the quarterback position? I think, to be fair, I think people look at the quarterback position every fucking year since Derek Carr's been here. Let me ask you something. Feels like fans like me accepted the fact years ago Carr ain't gonna win us no ring. Well, did Khalil Mack win you a ring? Did John Gruden win you a ring? Like, who before did Rich Gannon win you a ring? Who the fuck has won you a ring to where that's the end-all be-all of why we're judging Derek Carr the way we're judging him right now? Motherfucker said almost. Really? Almost? He almost won a ring? Rich Gannon got beat by 40. I think he threw 5 fucking interceptions that game. Come on, man. Come on. Stop it. Carr is a backup at best. So this is what I want to know. Stanley Ipkiss and all you Carr, detractors out there. Why don't you go and spam Josh McDaniels' social media and tell him those things? Because he's the one that's currently in charge of decision-making on Derek Carr. Right, Big Smokey, you'll say Carr is inconsistent. I'll say something controversial. I'd much rather Derek Carr be inconsistently great than be consistently bad. And I feel like you guys treat Derek Carr like he's consistently terrible. No, he's not. He's inconsistent, yes. But his inconsistency is like he'll play great, he'll play good, he'll play well, then he'll just play terrible. Damn, bro, like I don't understand. He ain't inconsistently great. Yes, he is. Ipkiss. Only thing, you're consistently dumb. The shit you don't have no fucking corroborating evidence of the shit you're saying. You're just saying it because you can. Because there's no limit on your keyboard. So you can just say whatever you want. But your shit you're saying has no fucking validity to it. It doesn't. It's just your opinion, your emotional opinion. Like, what are you talking about? We haven't had consistent play calling. We haven't had a consistent defense. We haven't had a consistent receiving core. We haven't had a consistent running game. We haven't had consistent good management or ownership. But we're going to blame the inconsistently great quarterback? Bro, y'all sound dumb. Like, how can a guy who has the most comeback victories since he's been in the NFL not have any bit of greatness to him or be good or have any type of skill or clutch anything? Y'all, you know what's so crazy is most of the Derek Carr haters today wore a fucking Derek Carr jersey just in case he had a good game. Oh, I support him. Tell you, man, some of y'all in the nation, man, fucking clown show. That shit is smoke and mirrors. Go look at where our defense is ranked. Raiders, before Derek Carr, Raiders hadn't been to the playoffs since 2002, I think, right? Derek Carr got here in 2014. But somehow the argument is Derek Carr. Where was the 12 years of trashness that allowed us to get Khalil Mack with a top 5 pick? We've only been to the playoffs twice since 2014, and Derek Carr's been the quarterback. We didn't go to the playoffs at all from 2002 till Derek Carr got here. And Derek Carr got us in the playoffs for the second year? Third year? What are y'all talking? Yeah. I don't know. We went from 2002 to 2016 without a playoff appearance. And Carr wasn't there until 2014. But y'all will sit here and act like the organization's failures is on the shoulders of Derek Carr, when it had been failing for Decade before Derek Carr got there. Did Terrell Pryor win you a ring? Nope. I told y'all motherfuckers don't even care about winning. Y'all just want to lose better. That's what it really is. That's what y'all don't even care about winning. Y'all just want to lose better. I'd rather lose and have somebody like Lamar Jackson than lose and have Derek Carr. Y'all just want to lose better. Sad. Y'all sad. Y'all sad. I will not accept mediocrity. I'm not asking you to accept it. But if you're not going to accept it from your quarterback, don't accept it from your fucking organization. Okay? Because the organization is the one employing your mediocre quarterback. So if you're not going to accept it from Derek Carr, don't accept it from anybody else then. But you acting like a sucker, so you'll accept it from motherfuckers you like. Yeah. I know people like you. I know people like you that have issues with people that you might not know, but if you have friends doing the same shit, you let it slide. Yeah. Selective. Yep. You got selective principles. I won't accept mediocrity, but I'll accept the fact that before Derek got here, we were a shithole of a fucking organization. And the only time we've been relevant since 2002 is when we had Derek Carr. But I won't accept mediocrity. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Y'all be used to talking to people with below average IQs or some shit, because I don't know how you thought that made sense. This is love DC forever. I appreciate the super. It doesn't matter if a team is up by 20 at the half or at the end. How does a team get down by 23 with a QB throwing no picks defense? That's how. Hey, look, you ain't 100% wrong. Look at Stanley Ipkiss think I'm down bad. Not really, man. I mean, I'm going to end this live and, I'm still going to be whatever I was before the live and whatever I'm going to be after the live. This doesn't change anything. I think the people that think I'm down bad are the people that can't deal with the fact that you're not going to just say whatever you want to me. And if I give you any type of reaction, you think you got to me. Nah, I just enjoy arguing with people so they know. Like in the chat, you'll feel cool, right? But when the chat is over, you're going to be like, damn, son. Like no matter what I say to him, he always seemed to be right. That's something you got to deal with, not me. Because I'm not going to think about no Stanley Ipkiss when this shit is off. But you're going to think about Honcho because that's how you got here. This my shit. You down bad because you here. Fuck is you on? You got to be a winner to be clutch or a comeback kid. I think you have to have some bit of winner in you. You got to have something. You got to have a little bit of something. You're not trying to open my eyes, Ipkiss. Now you want to be friendly because you know I torch your ass. Don't do it. Don't play the friendly role. Just stay on that side of the fence. You want to be on that side of the fence. Stay on that side of the fence. It's not personal. I don't care. You can be on that side. Starting 0-2 in a loaded AFC West, we don't have good odds to make the playoffs. Probably not. Probably not. We don't have good odds, but like, look, 11% is better than 0%. And then maybe if you go 1-2, it brings your odds up. Then if you go 2-2, brings your odds up. I mean, it's far from over. Troy, you hit them with the Terrell Pryor. I love you. That's what I'm saying. You know what it is. You know what it is. Like, come on. I was here the whole time. Can't judge on week 2. No, I don't think you can judge the totality of what the season is going to end up being, but you can judge what you've been seeing, and it's not a good trend. It's not trending in the right direction. For me. Honcho, great show. Keep talking those facts. Raiders 805, that's all I know how to do. It is what it is. I think factually. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like I have a book of facts. Like, just I don't see where people be coming from. Defense has been garbage for 20 plus years. It has. Even when we had Khalil Mack, we were barely a top 20 defense with Khalil Mack. We went 4-12 with Khalil Mack. But you won't accept mediocrity from Derek Carr. The fuck? Carr is definitely Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton played with a top 10 defense every year. Like, what are you talking about? Honcho, why are we losing? We're losing because we're getting outplayed and outcoached. Period. I mean, if you run the ball more, you probably don't even give Arizona that much time to come back and do what they had to do. But when you go 3 plays in a row with empty backfield and 2 of the 3 passes get knocked down at the line of scrimmage and the other one's incomplete, shit. We had a whole series that took like 8 seconds. Honcho, what do you think of McDaniels so far? I think it's a little bit of turbulence right now. I think it's a little bumpy. Can't have a bottom ranked defense and win a Super Bowl. I think the Chiefs did it. I think the Chiefs that year they won had a not a great defense. But we got out coached and outplayed. I mean, look, at the end of the day, we missed tackles we should have made. We dropped interceptions we should have caught. I'm sure Derek Carr missed reads he should have read. He missed throws he should have made. That's how it goes. Like you don't necessarily have to be perfect to win games, but in certain situations you have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect the entire game. Kyler Murray wasn't. Kyler Murray had more turnovers than Derek Carr, but he also probably had more opportunities than Derek Carr. So when you think Kyler Murray dropped back over 50 times, god damn. Let's relax, guys. We still have 15 more games. You guys blame Carr a lot. Go to another team. I mean, look, I'm not mad if they blame Derek Carr, but don't make it like your job. Like nobody's paying you to blame him. Like y'all motherfuckers like come to the chat with a briefcase, button up, and a tie. Like I'm here to do my job. Blame him. Like it's okay to accept that the team just didn't play that well as a team because nobody was. I can go on Twitter. Nobody was talking shit about Derek Carr in the first half when he was up 20. He didn't necessarily do anything different. The difference was that he had less opportunities because the defense didn't get off the field. That's not me making excuses. That's factual. Carr's a bum and is not elite. All right, cool. He's a bum and he's not elite. All right, so then why are you upset that we lost? We have a bum as a quarterback. Why would you expect to win? Don't make any sense. 15-2, here we come. That's the attitude. That's the spirit. Derek Carr's already gone. Now you finding out what it's like for Carr not to be a Raider. Y'all got, I don't know. Y'all got to act the people y'all talking to. I don't know who y'all be talking to. He's average, Honcho. All right, Stanley Ipkiss. You went from him being whatever you wanted to call him to now he's average. Like, what is you're changing as you're going? Like, he's average. You don't think an average quarterback can go to a Super Bowl? Was Colin Kaepernick anything other than average? Was Joe Flacco anything other than average? Huh? Jared Goff played in a fucking Super Bowl. Was he anything other than average? What are we talking about? Like, what are we fucking talking about? I saw Rex Grossman playing the Super Bowl. He's below average. Like, what are we talking about? I've seen Tim Tebow win a playoff game. Below average. So why I don't understand. I don't understand. I really don't get it. I don't get it. Jimmy G, for God's sake, made a Super Bowl 2 times. Think about it. Like, y'all just be in here saying shit because it sound good, but when you unpack the shit you're saying, you're going to sound dumb. Brad Johnson, Trent Dilfer, think about it. So now you're telling me you can only... Nick Foles, exactly. So you mean to tell me that because Carr's not elite and he's average, that's why he shouldn't be on the team? Okay. Tebow could extend plays. I'm going to tell you right now, Tim Tebow didn't go to the playoffs because he could extend plays. Tim Tebow went to the playoffs because he had a pretty good fucking defense. And Derek Carr can extend plays. He's done it before. Just because he doesn't do it as much as you want him to doesn't mean he can't do it. At the end of the day, look, don't argue with me over the shit you saying. You said he was average. I just named you fucking 10 average quarterbacks that went to the Super Bowl. That's on you. Don't say shit like this is like a courtroom. Don't say shit that when we do cross-examination gonna have you looking dumb. Be very, very, on point. Okay. Very what's the word I'm looking for? Not surgical. What's the word I'm looking for? Precise. Be very precise with your word choice when you're talking to me. Because it's a gift and a curse. I don't forget the shit. I think very quickly. And I'm going to give you evidence of why the shit you said don't make sense. It's a gift and a curse. I don't have a lot of friends. A lot of people don't like me because of that shit. Imagine how hard this would be to argue with me in real life. When we face to face, there's nothing you can do to me. It's not gonna do nothing to me. Nobody's gonna touch me. And you have to just take this argument like, I should walk away right now, but I don't want to. I'm telling you. It's not fun. It's not fun. I know. Yeah, that's why y'all be reporting my channel, telling you hate me, oh, you this, you that. I know it bothers you. It bothers you that you can't defeat me regularly. Like you have to defeat me by doing other shit. He's average. Face it. Okay, let's say I agree with you. He's average. Let's say I do. So what does that mean? Is our defense average? The fuck? What are you talking about? Don't change, Honcho. I don't. It won't. Look, I'm old. I'm old as fuck. I'm not gonna change. Never gonna change. Like when I'm dead, they're gonna be like, that motherfucker didn't change. I promise you. Honcho, you're not understanding. Okay, if I'm not understanding, okay, it's your fault. Make me understand. Make me understand. Like if I'm trying to teach my son something he's not understanding, it's on me to deliver the message in a way he can understand it. So talk to me in a way I can understand what you're trying to say. Tell me. I'm reading everything you say. You ain't even paying. You getting a free conversation right now. A free personal dialogue. And the best thing you can do is, Honcho, you're not understanding. Okay, help me understand. I want to. Understanding is the only thing I ever asked for in life. I just want to understand. Please. I will meet you halfway. I will go 75% of the way to understand you. But goddamn. Don't come in here and just say, he's average. Okay? And what? Then what? Then what? Average quarterbacks make the playoffs. You're not understanding. You sound like a Colts fan, Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor fucking screwed my fantasy day today. You're not willing to understand, just like to argue. Who you talking about, me? I think the second half of that is true. I do like to argue, but I like to understand. That's how you get to an understanding, is by probably debating, arguing, having uncomfortable conversations. What the fuck are you talking about? Stanley Ipkiss. Okay. We have Herbert, Mahomes, Russell Wilson in the division. Carr has to play on their level every week. Okay. So we have Herbert, Mahomes, and Russell Wilson in our division. We have to play on their level every week. Did Russell Wilson not just lose to Geno Smith? What the fuck? Did he not just lose to Geno Smith? Carr doesn't have to play on Mahomes' level and Russell Wilson's level. He has to play on the level that can beat Russell Wilson's defense and Mahomes' defense and Herbert's defense. What are you talking about? He doesn't go against the quarterback. So better yet, our defense has to play on the level of Mahomes, Herbert, and Russell Wilson. You're not understanding. Russell Wilson just lost to fucking Geno Smith. Dare I say he's average? You mean to tell me Derek Carr's not better than Geno Smith? But Geno Smith beat Russell Wilson? But we can't go to the playoffs because our quarterback is average? See, I'm not understanding. Because I don't understand shit that doesn't reach educational value. Right? There's certain music I don't understand what they're saying. That's not on me. It's on how they deliver it. Right? So you saying I don't understand, but Russell Wilson just lost to Geno. Carr can't go to the playoffs because he's average, but a Super Bowl champion has to play on Geno Smith's level to beat him? Honcho spitting facts. You made it. You mad at me knowing the car was on E. No picks from DC. Used his feet a little. They mad when he over aggressive, so he settled down. Defense was out there 30 minutes. Yeah. Honcho, nobody in the division is scared of Carr. I hate to break it to you, bro. They don't have to be scared of Carr. Why do they have to be scared of Carr? They don't play. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Okay, let's agree. Let's agree that nobody in the division is scared of Carr. Who the fuck in the division is scared of our defense? What are you talking about? I'm going to get up out of here, man. I hate to do that with 420 people still up in here. You know, I don't be on live that often. So I appreciate everybody that showed up. You can hit me up on Instagram and Twitter Both are at Raider Honcho. And I don't block anybody. So people be saying crazy shit. I don't block anybody. But please do not talk to me about Carr being an average quarterback and you're not going to settle for mediocrity. But yet you would say we probably have an average head coach. We have an average defensive coordinator. We've had an average organization. We have a below average defense. So don't argue with me about the average quarterback that's on an average team. Don't. Now, if we had an elite team and Derek Carr was bringing us down, you have an argument. But don't be mad at the average quarterback that's playing on the below average team. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. We want to hear you. I mean, some people do, some people don't. We here to talk, yo. I think my phone about to die. Take it easy, Honcho, man. All love from England. That's what's up, Rob. Appreciate you. Carr wasn't on the field for a whole 30 minutes. That's his fault. He should have ran out there and fucking tackled Kyler Murray when Max Crosby missed. You 100 on a spy for Murray. I said same thing. Yeah, that should have just been an easy adjustment. Go to sleep, my brother. We love you. I'm not going to sleep. I got some fucking homework to do. Shit. I got mad shit I got to do. I got a game plan I got to put together for a fucking Friday night game. I got mad shit I got to do. That's what I'm saying. Like, Ipkiss, come on, bro. I won't even remember this shit once I sign off. Talking about you down bad. Van Guy, appreciate the super. Carr didn't play great, but definitely didn't lose this game. Like, haters like to blame him. Defense started playing conservative after half. This defense below average. Defense wins championships. I agree. Honcho, the voice of the people. Appreciate that. Who said that? Shout out to you, yo. Oscar, 100. Appreciate you. The little boys that play Madden, they think the QB is the only goddamn position that wins or loses games. What's crazy is that the people that play Madden don't even understand that they lose the game because of who's on the controller, not who's on the field in the game, right? So if we took this and made it reality, then Josh McDaniels would be the controller. That's who you blame. That's who you fucking blame. Like, come on, guys. People are mad and be like, I fucking lost because the dude, he threw an interception. Like, bitch, you pressed the button. Come on now. And I know this is a little different than the shows you normally see, but hey, fuck it. It is what it is. The offense needs to improve a lot. I think the team needs to improve a lot. Eric, appreciate you. Cosign, Vanguard Super Chat. Yeah, I do too. Y'all can't just put stupid as your chat because I don't know who you're talking to. Because you knew you're not talking to me. I'm plenty of things. Stupid is not. It's not a shoe that fits, so I won't wear that. Coach McDonald's. Don't do McDonald's like that. McDonald's is solid. All right, Crack McDonald's is solid. McDaniels ain't proven to be solid yet. It's not all Carr's fault, but for an 8-year vet, that's scapegoating. Like you're literally just using him as a scapegoat because he's been there for 8 years. He's been there the longest. That's why you should praise the motherfucker more. He's had to deal with it more than you. What up, big dog? Joseph, I'm about to sign off, man. Don't hate the game. Hate the one on the controller. That's what I'm saying. Like, how you controlling the motherfucker and be like, you know how you play a video game? They be like, they cheating. Like, what? Like, you threw it. You pressed A, motherfucker. They threw it to A. You just meant to press X. That's your problem. Honcho, do you see us turning around playoffs? Or, like, turning around making the playoffs? I don't know, man. It's too early to tell. It's too early to tell. Appreciate you, Honcho. Hopefully we bounce back next Sunday. I hope so, man. This was a game we should have won. This was tough. I feel like I'm in like a state of like shock. I think it's not gonna hit me until like, you know, tomorrow and Tuesday when I'm doing videos and be like, wow, we really lost that game. We should be more worried about winning the division before we worry about the playoffs. I don't think we have to win the division to go to the playoffs. Honcho, I know how you can feel better. Get yourself a Sonic. Come on, bro. I don't know about all that. Get a Sonic foot long, boy. What the fuck? You bugging. Oh, chili dog with a Coke? Not you no fucking chili dog. That shit give me indigestion. I think they should have beaten the Chargers last week. I mean, coulda, shoulda, woulda. If they coulda, they woulda. That's just how it goes, how the cookie crumbles, man. Y'all gotta get used to it. We can make excuses for Carr for another 4 years. Are we going to say Carr isn't the main reason these 2 first games are an L? How could Derek Carr be the main reason for this loss when we were up 20 points with Derek Carr at half? Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? All right, yo, I'm going to get up out of here because I know my phone got to be fucking dying. Appreciate everybody that popped up. Like I said, yo. Yeah, Lenny, he definitely wasn't the reason. But, you know, he's just an easy target. Because you know what it is, too, is like every content creator out there hates Derek Carr. So it's almost like for fans to be able to exist in the world of content creators, you have to kind of agree with them, right? That's just really what it comes down to, yo. Like if you want to like nobody's gonna sit here and blame Max Crosby for missing a sack, right? Because some of your favorite people love Max Crosby and you love Max Crosby. Great story, overcome. Nobody wants to blame anybody, but Derek Carr is the easiest one to blame because the most people already hate him. So you're just siding with the majority. This is what it comes down to. That's what it's so comfortable to hate Derek Carr. It's comfortable. It would be uncomfortable to hate anybody else. It'd be uncomfortable. Nice loss, Raiders. Keep it up. Go Bolts. Herbert time. Dude, he fucking broke the membrane around his ribs, the cartilage. I don't even think he actually broke ribs, and he was hurled over, fucking about to cry. Honcho's teams get shut. Yeah, we did get shut out, yo. We did. That shit happens in real life. But at least I do this shit for real, and I don't matter. Real life, my boy. Get in the field. Get in the field, my boy. But yeah, we did get smoked on Friday night. I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit hurt it. Carr needs to punch a reporter. Nah, don't ever let nothing get you out of character. If you're not that type of guy, you're not that type of guy. That's what happened to Will Smith, right? Hey, he need to do this, he need to do that. Yeah, Will Smith got up there and slapped the shit out of somebody. Now look, he looked dumb because that's not who he is. At the end of the day, I think Derek Carr. At the end of the day, before the thing happened with John Gruden last year and Henry Ruggs, nobody had an issue with Derek Carr. So then, to me, it makes it seem like then it's not a Derek Carr issue. I mean, does Derek Carr might need a little more around him to be successful than some other quarterbacks? Yeah, I guess you could say that. But I don't think that that's enough to just write him off and think we need to replace him. Feels like we in the Twilight Zone. It feels worse than that. It feels worse than that. Because Twilight Zone is like on TV. This shit is like real. This shit is real. I miss seeing the game. What the hell happened? Oh, God, we're not getting into that. We not getting into that. I got to get up out of here, yo, because my shit about to die. I got homework to do. My professor about to fail the shit out of me. I got some ziti right here. I'm about to eat. Chicken parm. About to get right. But yeah, yo, hit me up on Instagram and Twitter, man. Both at Raider Honcho. Fuck the Chargers. Fuck the Chiefs. Fuck the Broncos. Anybody saying that Derek Carr is at fault in this game, prove it. Outside of that, man, you already know the vibes, man. 0-2. It's not the way I wanted to start the season, but I'm not surprised. I'm more surprised we lost today, but last week didn't surprise me as much. Today was a game we should have won up 20-0. I think coaches blew that game for us. Coaches blew that game because coaches control the direction of how the game goes. Players execute the game plan. Don't think the game plan was great, and I think, inevitably that's why we lost the game. So, Carlos. Have a good night, Carlos. But yeah. All right, y'all. I'm going to get up out of here, man. I got shit to do. Yeah, fuck. That was rough. All right, yo. Hit me up on Instagram and Twitter, both at Raider Honcho. Check out RaiderHoncho.com. And, yeah, yo, just take it easy, yo. Go smoke, go drink, do whatever you want to do, but just do it safe, yo. And until the next time, as always, Raider Honcho out.